You guys muted. Whoop. Oh. Whoop. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Flash from ALWT Gaming, aka Malachi36. I am here with the riffraff from the past, and we're about to go ahead and talk some gaming news with you guys. We are 1 week out from the Xbox Series X, S, and PS5 digital and disc. And you see over there, Mildewy Carrot is very excited with his loop-looped, looking all around, all that. So yes, definitely some good times there. Down below me, on the screen, as you guys can see, I have it's the 9Ball. How's it going today, 9Ball?
It's another good day. It's another great day. Can't complain.
Mr. Rogers, I'm digging it. All right, another a beautiful day in the neighborhood, you know. So good stuff there. Oh yeah, what you been up to over the weekend, man?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, just hanging out with family.
Heard that. Okay. And anyone that was currently watching the 9 to 5 segment, he tipped in a little bit on that when we were playing Sea of Thieves, and also a little bit of World War Z when we got that finally up and running. There was an issue with that on their side, not ALWT Gaming side. So at least we tried our best. We got Mildewy Carrot on my caddy corner. How's it going, man?
Going good. How about you guys?
Oh, well, we can't complain. You know, I'm just living up the hay so that way the horses can get it. You know what I mean? I'm just having a good time. Having a good time.
Live it up, Sony Pony. Live it up. We gotta get you on with My Little Ponies. You'll fit right in.
Bars. And on my direct right, you guys have never seen this man before, or maybe you have. You guys never know. But this is the first time appearing on ALWT Gaming channel. It is B Rizzle, Kingtacodemon. How's it going, good sir?
Oh, it's going well. Excited to be here. This is my first stream, so I'm just lit. I don't even know what to do with my hands right now.
Just all sorts. Yeah, we're going to have a good time here. Just talking a little bit of gaming news and all the good stuff. Talking about stuff that we're up to. But first, before we dive into that, King, what are you up to? What are some things that you like? Tell the crowd a little bit about yourself.
Alright, I'm a huge fan of gaming, which explains why I'm in this stream right now. I love me some good old-fashioned JRPGs. Like, I love turn-based action. Like, that's my stuff right there. And right now, and of course, I'm a huge fan of Gundam model kits. I got like a good 7, 8, 9 that I haven't. Okay, it's like 13 I haven't put together yet, but you know they're working on it. You gotta do all that other stuff every once in a while. And of course, I like to cook. Well, I used to cook a lot, but then I realized you have to do dishes. So I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm not going to do dishes anymore. So I haven't cooked for like 6 months. The last big meal I made was just that kangaroo meat burgers. What was that, like in the summer? When did you give us that stimulus? But beyond that, I'm just, normal, working, gaming, building. Came back from a haunted cornfield. We didn't go in because we stood in line for like a good 45 minutes, just enjoying ourselves, freezing. We realized we're the only 6 people wearing a face mask. So you know what? Let's just bounce. Let's just go. So we just go. It was still a really, really good night. I loved it. It's fun.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. If the industry, or let's say gaming Jesus, can turn you into a video game character, what is that one character that you would be?
I want to say Dante.
Okay.
Ooh.
A little bit of Devil May Cry action.
Yeah, Devil May Cry, not DMC, which I still love. I love DMC, but I want that good old fashioned long white haired Dante. That's all.
A hopeless version.
There you go. There you go. That's what's up. I'm actually going to turn you up just a little bit in my mic so that way they can hear you a little bit better. So let me go
I
ahead
can
and
hear
get
him
that.
loud and clear. Are you kidding me?
You can hear him loud and clear? All right, I'm not
yeah.
sure how this. I can hear him clear on my side. I just don't know how the stream can hear him because so far it's not active at the moment. So I'm just going to turn you up just a tad. Just a tad. All right, there we go. All right, cool.
What you get these?
Oh, all day. You already know. All right, so kind of going into this because again we are a week out from PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X. Very exciting stuff. New things coming. You guys already know that Gravity Mark has already had the Xbox S pre-ordered, and I had the PS5 pre-ordered. And anyone that's currently watching this right now, whether you guys have either console pre-ordered, they should be shipping this week. I'm not sure what day. I just know that on Walmart's side, because that's where I got mine from, Walmart's side, it switched from pending order to preparing order. So exciting news. And of course,
What's that squealing I heard earlier?
Yeah, just a little bit. And of course, you guys want to make sure. Yep, that was it. The high pitch, the whole nine. And now I'm actually going to turn you down a little because that was actually. I heard every bit of that. I heard every bit of that one.
Glass shatter.
Yeah,
Like,
just
dear Lord, man.
There it is. Yep, there it is. So yeah, so be on the lookout for that. And of course, anyone that has a pre-order, make sure that you guys do have your funds available because they don't charge you until it ships out. Very important lesson in the retail business. Side note. First news set of gaming news that we're going to jump into is actually PlayStation Plus November games. And there's one that's a little bit of a teaser, which I hate, but I know others love. So reading this one straight from GameSpot from Stephen Petit, Sony has announced November's PlayStation Plus freebies for subscribers, and it's quite possibly one of the best months ever for the program. Hollow Knight, the Void Heart Edition, and Middle Earth Shadow of War, not Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War, so the second one, will be free starting November 3rd. Both are great games, but the most exciting freebie is the bonus one, Bug Snacks. No, it's not, but other people say that. Yes.
I'm excited.
Yes, we're talking about Bug Snacks. The upcoming PlayStation console exclusive will be free for subscribers on launch day. Though Bug Snacks will release on PS5 and PS4 on November 12th, only the PS5 version will be free for PlayStation Plus subscribers. You'll have a longer window than usual to claim a Bug Snacks as the promotion runs until January 4th, so almost a full 2 months. Bug Snacks is a story-based puzzle game featuring a wide variety of interesting creatures called Bug Snacks. Since its reveal this past summer, Bug Snacks has been one of the most talked about holiday games due to its quirky premise and sheer abundance of charm. It's from the same studio that created Octodad, which itself made quite a splash in its own brand of humor. For more on the upcoming games for indie developer Young Horses, check out our recent hands-on Bug Snacks preview. So, hearing this, first and foremost, let's talk about the PlayStation Plus games that's currently out right now. I almost said World of Warcraft. I don't know where that came from. The Shadow of Mordor or Shadow of War. That is a game that I've always wanted to play. I just never got around to getting it. And I think I also have Shadow of Mordor was actually one free download too as well, which I think I have, but I never actually played that either. Has anyone in this chat have played either one of those games?
Both of them on PC.
One, but I've never got around to it too.
Yeah,
I have it. I own them.
And
I got them like so many times. It's not even funny.
Have you played them?
I played Mordor.
I heard that.
I've never played it.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't.
I'm willing to play it.
Yeah, same here. I'm definitely willing to play it after I get through the primary backlog of games I do want to get through that I currently have. So, of course, Ghost of Tsushima, almost at the very end of that. So, very excited about that. Last of Us Part 2, got to get through that. Got to get through the DLC of Horizon. Got to get through the DLC of Spider-Man. Like, all that is definitely stuff I want to go ahead and get through first before I decide to pick up past games that's already been out and lived its life cycle. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, what about the other one? I know Nineball had said something about Hollow Knight. What are your thoughts about that?
Oh, I think you meant Shovel Knight.
No, Hollow Knight. I've seen this. Yeah, I've seen.
Hollow Knight's still good.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the actual
I played a little
gameplay.
bit of it, but I first have to talk about Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight's awesome.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen the gameplay for this, but I have seen like the cover of it, and I always get that mixed up
Hollow
with.
Knight is beautiful looking too.
Yeah, I was about to say I never really got into that, but I did see the what's it called? There's another game that looks similar like Hollow Knight, but it doesn't have like the little white helmet. There's like a small skinny guy with a white face, and then the big black guy that's a little bit pudgier with the white face, and it's like Hollow something. Does that ring a bell for anybody?
Really familiar.
Yeah, I was about to say. Let me see if I can.
Like a really big, like monkey, big dude, and like a smaller monkey.
I don't think it's a monkey though. I could be wrong, but I don't think it was a monkey. Let me see if I can pull it up.
We're all gonna Google this now.
Yeah, Hollow. Is it Hollow? That's not Hollow Man. Let's
No,
see.
that
No.
was a good movie.
We're not going to talk about Hollow Man.
No, this is the wrong.
So it's not
I
Hollow.
love Kevin Bacon, but
Mhm.
just not the.
I don't remember what it is, but it was like two guys. I wish I knew. I'm gonna say Hollow Game because I think they started off with Hollow as well. If I can't find it in like the next 20 seconds, we're just gonna keep going.
The one I'm thinking of is the Salt and Sanctuary. Okay, no, I'm thinking of Salt and Sanctuary, or Sanctuary and Salt.
Yeah,
That's actually a good game I want to get. I've seen people play it.
Yeah, I can't find it. I can't find it.
Which is like
Uh,
they say Souls-like, but they put that about everything nowadays.
Yeah.
No, I love Dark Souls. That's the main reason why I need to play Hollow Knight. Like, I see it. They're like, oh, it's cartoony Dark Souls, which I love, but I just never got around to it. I'm not even being cheap or anything this summer. I haven't got to it.
Yeah.
Believe me, you give me some hack and slash action where you're supposed to die constantly, I'm going to play. I played all 3 Dark Souls. I need to get into Sekiro. Is that just a PlayStation exclusive? Y'all know I've been on Xbox since, 20...
Is that a PlayStation exclusive? Sekiro Die Twice? I mean, I know it's on PlayStation, but I don't know if it actually is a PlayStation exclusive now that we're talking about it.
No, I think
I never thought of that.
Neo's a PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah, Neo is, but Sekiro Die Twice, I think that's for both.
it's for both. Shadows Die Twice. Yeah, they got
Yeah,
Xbox.
well, yeah, Sekiro Die Twice, yeah.
Yeah, it's not Xbox.
Okay. I was about to say, I thought that it was, but yeah, but Neo's Sony exclusive. At least I think it is. Now I'm questioning that too.
Yeah.
Neo's out on PlayStation and PC.
Okay.
Neo
okay.
and Neo 2. Yeah.
All right.
Get a controller. It's going to be hard on the keyboard. I'm surprised people do Dark Souls on.
Yeah, if you end up
Dark Souls hardcore on the PC.
yeah, I was about to say if you end up do end up down the road getting on some PlayStation action, just definitely join over there. Mildew
We
and
can
Carrot
actually have them join up with us because we do have Game Pass.
for what game are you talking
Got
about?
PlayStation 4 buried under that.
Some of the games, because to be honest, Game Pass is capable to cross.
Yeah. I was about to say, what my recommendation was about to be is that if you do end up getting a PlayStation,
PlayStation.
you should link up. Yeah, you should link up with Mildew and Carrot on some Code Vein.
Oh hell yeah!
All right, I'm down. Anime Dark Souls. I'm in. I got
There
you.
you
Oh
go.
heck, dude, it's fantastic.
I gotta go
The
get
only
it.
problem I have with it is you can only do 2 players.
Yeah,
Only
that's
2 player.
that is a
You can't go like extra like installations like Dark Souls can, where you can get the
Yeah,
4
I
people
know
by
we
getting
were trying to,
special items.
yeah.
We was running
Yeah.
like 4-player Dark Souls.
We kept getting invaded, but it was so much fun. You're just like, all right, let's go now. You've been invaded. What? It's like, yeah, you just reset yourself. Like you have like an 80% reset for the front line. I'm like, all right, let's do it. Sometimes it's the same people over again. It's like, all right, we're about. It's like, all right, round 2, fight.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
And real quick, before we get into that last little section of it, now all jokes aside, and I'm not going to judge you, I promise you, but who all legit are like excited for Bugsnax being a free download? Are you? All right. What for? What reason? I'm just curious. Other than it being free, being free, like for what reason?
No, I'm actually excited because especially with what they showed out with the story mode for it and all, where you're like the reporter going around looking at things. Mm-hmm. I'm always a person who loves games where you can build stuff or go exploring with things. So, I've definitely been playing a lot more Subnautica since I've gotten it.
That is fun.
TBF Abyss and we've got the Force now, so we're going to hook that up later on. It's going to be fantastic. But I've always been enjoying those games with that type of element to it. That's why I'm definitely interested in Breath of the Wilds and all. For whenever I get a Switch, hopefully sometime soon. But yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward to it. It looked interesting when I first saw it, and can't wait to try it and see what it's about. So,
okay, I can respect that. I can respect it.
About time.
It is great motivation to get a PlayStation 5. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
I looked up a trailer a few weeks ago, and it's not Katamari Damacy, but I need another Katamari Damacy. I need a fun game. Pure nonsense. That's what I need when it comes to game. It's just something goofy and fun that I can just get through and not sit there and think about. Like, I love, Monster Hunter World, but I be planning that out like I'm at work. Like, oh, I need to do this. I need to do that. I just need something fun, simple, and adorable every once in a while. I saw little strawberries in the trailer, and I'm like, yo. I need to get one of those walking strawberries.
It got too weird for me. I got way too weird for me. We were sitting there, we were watching the PlayStation 5 reveal. It was having banger after banger. You open up with Spider-Man. And then following, like, after that, they showed off some Ratchet and Clank. Then they went ahead and showed Destruction All-Stars, which that's probably as goofy as I'll get. But yeah, Destruction All-Stars looked really cool. It was like I don't even know, it was like a Rocket League meets Twisted Metal. It looked really cool. And then it's having all these games that like had me either like all the way in, or I'm just like, okay, that's cool, and I might get it if it's a free download. Then they just smack me with Bugsnax, just right there, dead in the middle. Just here's a strawberry, and then they just completely gets consumed. Then her arms turn into like little curly fries. It's just like, what? Like, this is so weird.
You didn't like the strawberry curries?
No, it made me feel super uncomfortable. It made me very awkward. Yeah.
Dude, you gotta start I mean, this game is awesome. It makes you wanna, to be honest, I could see myself actually giving it a shot. You gotta roll the dice every once in a while on a game. This is how you find the good ones.
And I did roll
the dice. You're not gonna get the prize, man. You gotta take that chance.
But I did for Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. I gave that a chance, and it's fun with friends. Fall Guys is fun with friends, but I mean, it's a free download, and I'm not playing that really much anymore.
Watch, we're all going to be online after the PS5 launches.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're fine. I was going to say, it's like, watch, we're all going to be online after the PS5 launches, and we're like, hey, Malachi, what's with the 40-plus hours on Bugsnax there, buddy?
Nope.
Junior been playing, or are you trying to, just to see what it's about, huh?
Hey, yeah, if I end up playing Bugsnax, because it's a free download, it's for you guys. For anyone that is watching right now or listening, it is for you guys. Which, again, you guys can watch us on twitch.tv/ALWT Gaming, or just type in At Least We Try Gaming at YouTube and our social media page channels as well. Story number 2. Story number 2 is lined up, but before we get into story number 2, Bleeding Aces, a.k.a. It's the 9-Ball, hit us with that news, man. That first set of news. The Roar of Bloody. The Bloody of Roar.
Let me get that back. Shoot, where did I put that? Here it is. Okay. Konami secures Bloody Roar as a registered trademark in 2020. Many of you did know this. I am a huge Bloody Roar fan. Many of you did know, even though. God, there it is. I found the right one.
Yeah.
Bloody Roar trademark. So I was reading a person's thing on it. What's going on with the new Bloody Roar trademark? Bloody Roar is a fighting game franchise that laid dormant for over 16 years at this point, but some fans now have their ears perked up due to recent developments in the series. Konami has now registered a new trademark for Bloody Roar in the United States for the first time. But what does it mean? For the prospects of seeing a new release at some point in the future? Well, it's complicated. As pointed out by Bloody Roar superfan Jeremy Izard, the filing, which was first submitted in March this year, appears to be explicitly tied to the video game software, which means it's probably unrelated to something like a Plinko machine or any other form of media. That sounds to be a pretty good start. This also is the first trademark Konami has applied for Bloody Wars, and they acquired the original rights holder, Hudson. Yes, Hudson Soft, back in 2012. On paper, this could point to a new project for the oft forgotten fighter in the works, but that certainly doesn't mean that there's actually one that one actually exists for a multitude of reasons. Firstly, Bloody Roar could be on the cusp of losing rights. Bloody Roar property with their license could also simply mean that they want to keep ability to publish the IP despite the company never doing anything with it since they obtained all of Hudson game. We saw similar things from Capcom late last year for a bunch of classic titles, which also have yet to come back in a meaningful way. Between Darkstalker, Cyberbot, I can see Power Stone coming back. Power Stone, and I've heard of Dino Crisis. I mean, I keep hearing that it may come back. Dino Crisis and others. There's also the problem of the largely exited console gaming market over the past few years, and their only new release in 2020 seems to be just Super Bomberman R online for Google Stadia. The argument can be easily made as to why Konami picked Bloody Roar back up for a new game when other more widely recognized franchises like Metal Gear, Silent Hill, and Castlevania remains dormant as well. If anything, a HD remaster or collection most likely be en route. The company will take the current time if Konami had been approached by an outside developer to take up the task. We're gonna stop there. It's a bit longer.
I definitely I wanted to interject here to say one major thing. First and foremost, Konami, please make Bloody Roar for the next gen consoles. Tekken is done. Tekken has ended. Tekken is a great fighter game. Don't get me wrong. But now that they're finished, bring back Bloody Roar, fill in that Tekken void, become the ultimate fighting champion. Like, go ahead and just enter into the scene now because you guys have ammo to do this. The Bloody Roar Primal on GameCube was a fantastic game, and that's been over 12 years ago. Like, this is the time to come up, show out, flex your stuff, just drop the ball, drop the mic. You know what I mean? Just let it happen. Let us see what you guys can bring to this next gen console stuff. 9Ball, what you got, man?
Okay, so I didn't really know about them owning Hudson Soft. See, this is like you go home and you find out, you actually go into the closet and find out your dad was actually Rambo because you find his knives and like a huge arsenal of weapons. Konami has like a huge list of games that just sit dormant. They not only do you got one of the greatest espionage games in Metal Gear Solid, you got the greatest horror game in Silent Hill. You got one of the greatest Metro. Oh wow, I got 3.
With the CD and everything.
Okay, let me try to get back here. You can't do that to me. It throws my focus off. The greatest Metrovania game in Castlevania, and they got the list goes on and let alone one of the greatest shooters in Contra. But come on, guys, get on the ball here. You've got freaking Bloody Roar. I mean, I don't even know what to say. It's an I love the fighting game Bloody Roar. I think I still got Bloody Roar 2
Yep.
for the PlayStation
There you go.
somewhere. I mean, if I don't know if they let it go to waste. I mean, somebody should just punch them.
Yeah, and I'm kind of the same way right now. Like, this is excellent news if they do something with it. If they just like, yeah, we acquired the rights, or we just don't want anyone else to make more money off of this, or whatever the case is, then this is just a pointless. This is just blowing smoke. This does nothing for me. So I was excited when you told me off stream. I was excited when you had to mention that to me. But at the end of the day, how excited can I really get until they actually start showing development and gameplay and production and starting having teams actually put this into motion and everything like that. For my other two co-hosts, Mildewy Carrot and King, what does this news do for you guys? Have either one of you guys played Bloody Roar? And if not, how do you guys feel about fighting games in general, like Tekken, like Street Fighter, like Soul Calibur? What are you guys' thoughts about this?
I've played Bloody Roar in years. The last time I played it was at my cousin's house on a PlayStation, and I loved it. And I love fighting. But the only bad part about fighting games is that they went to this free-to-play motto, and it's a total turn-off. I love Dead or Alive. I used to get down with every single Dead or Alive. But then it went free-to-play, and now they want me to pay for costumes, which was okay at one point. You know, you get costumes for every character for tickets, whatever. But then I discovered in Dead or Alive 6, they got all the old costumes from Dead or Alive 5 back, but it's nearly $1,000 worth of DLC. And I'm thinking, we love customizing our characters in fighting games, but at the end of the day, they're going to charge you by piece. Oh, you want the Soul Edge? I'll give you the Soul Edge for $5. Oh, you want to look like Yoshimitsu in Soul Calibur? We'll give you Yoshimitsu for $14. But I feel like with Bloody Roar, just having this, trademark being renewed, it could lead to something great, but I think they're going to start with something small. Like what most TV shows and animes do when they go away. They started off with just like a little mobile app. I expect a Bloody Roar puzzle game first before we get to fight, which isn't bad because that shows that people could be interested in it.
Right.
Plus, if the mobile game goes well, they're making more money towards the game. So when that comes out, I'm definitely going to be to play it. But I don't want to pay for microtransactions just to change something.
And who knows? This might be a time period too, as well. Not to interrupt or intervene, but like the time period that's going on right now for the next gen, microtransactions might be something that's going to be of the past here soon in the next like year or two, because you have more organizations, you have more developers and studios that are trying to get away from the microtransactions now. Like you have EA that's always going to have their microtransactions, but I think eventually it's going to catch up to them. You know what I mean? Capcom, they had their microtransactions, especially on some of those Street Fighter games, and for Asura's Wrath, where they would just kind of break off the actual ending and then just sell it to you later. Like they did stuff like that, and it's just, I think now with these companies, it's with smart delivery in play, because that's also challenging companies too as well. With what's it called? Freaking who makes Witcher? Project CD Red.
CD Project Red.
Yeah. So say it's like for them, you get The Witcher for free. I think it's The Witcher 3. You get that for free. Was it on PC or it's on PC or Xbox or something like that? You get it for free. Like, so it's just like these different companies are kind of challenging those methods, and I really hope that those microtransactions are kind of torn down a little bit. In some games they're necessary, in some games it makes sense, like for my experience, Smite, which TMNT that just launched today, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Get the battle pass, you go ahead and you play a lot and all that good stuff. You can unlock the skins, but the beauty about Smite and for Fortnite and all that stuff is that those battle passes allow you to pretty much just to renew it again depending on how much you play. So it's not like you have to keep dropping money each time. They reward you the more times you play. So,
can I do something real quick?
What's up?
One thing I've noticed with Konami is, like I said recently, and I did say something about Konami, they just dropped Silent Hill 4. Mm-hmm. I seen that on GOG. They dropped that one. And it works excellently. So it's almost like they're testing the market again. They've also dropped Metal Gear Solid on GOG, dropped Metal Gear on GOG, and dropped Castlevania on GOG. Also dropped the entire Castlevania series on Steam and GOG. It's almost like they're looking to experiment. So if I see a Bloody Roar, I'm almost expecting to see a remake of one. Maybe
would
not a
love that.
remake, but almost like a kind of like a little slight remaster to re-release on consoles. Maybe to test the market a bit, see where they stand at before they do anything else.
Well, they've already brought back Street Fighter. I mean, Street Fighter's been around for a while, so they kept on updating that.
No, that's not Konami.
No, I'm just talking about in general. I'm just talking about
okay.
fighters in general. So Street Fighter's been going on, Mortal Kombat's been going on, Tekken's been going on. Now ended, but Tekken's been going on, and I want to say the last one was Soul Calibur. Those are pretty much the only ones that have been kind of going. Dead or Alive, but I feel like not as consistent as those four.
More dead than alive.
Yeah. but here's some games that they brought back from the past though. Samurai Showdown, they brought that back from the past. They brought back Killer Instinct from the past, and it worked. And they're bringing back. They're kind of like doing this sense of remakes, and I think with Final Fantasy remake with Duke Nukem, even though that was kind of a fail with. Doom with. I'm just saying. It happened. It happened. So I'm wondering. if that would be something that would make sense for them to do. I'm just saying. I just think that would be something that would make sense for them to do to bring back Bloody Roar as a remake. It doesn't even have to be a remaster, just a full remake. Because if you do a remaster, no one's going to remember that. It's been too long. It's not. It wasn't sticking in people's minds. When I ask people about Bloody Roar, half the people are like, "What's that?" And I have to go into explaining it to them. So
the last one we played was on the GameCube, actually.
Yeah, Primal.
No, we had it on the Xbox. I want to say 360.
I don't think it was out for that.
Yeah, there was a 360 version
For Bloody Roar.
Yes.
I could be wrong, but I don't think. I think the last one was.
Let me see.
Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't think there was a 360 version. I know. I definitely know there's a GameCube one because that's the one I got down on. I know there's a PS2 and even a PS1.
I know there was one on the Xbox.
So as he's looking that up, Mildewy Carrot, what are your thoughts?
I don't really care.
Yeah.
I mean, my opinion's about as much as yours is of Bug Snacks,
Mm.
And it's not to be mean. I never grew up really into much fighting games. I mean, the most I played was Super Smash Brothers. I may have touched some. The Injustice series, But other than that, I never really got heavy into. I never really got into heavy deep fighters and all. I've always been more of the open world exploration story modes, more story stuff, good gameplays and all. I've never been just a straight arena fighter type person, but I will play multiplayer games with people, but I'm going to be the button master of the group. I don't know the combos, so I'm just going to X square circle triangle until I either lose or win, so
yeah. And you brought up a valid point too as well, is that I feel like most of those people that play those fighting type games, button mashing is definitely the gaming 101 when you never know how to play. Just pressing all the buttons that you can. But then at least in the sense of not so much Street Fighter and those games that have limited combos, but inside the essence of Bloody Roar, of Tekken, of Soul Calibur, those games that have more extensive combos, for the most part, it does become like martial arts on the joysticks. Because there's just so many techniques that you can kind of play with, and you feel like you're that character. Like when I'm martial law, I am martial law. You know what I mean? When I am Raven from Tekken, I am Master freaking Raven. I am all the way in there, and it's just because those particular and you can play the game for you can play the game for a year straight. And then that once the next year hits, you fight somebody random, they do an ability that you've never seen before. It's just one of those scenarios to where it has a very long list of combos, and people use them in different ways and different times. And some people don't. There's some combos on that list I never even touch. So it's just kind of crazy. But you found something there, Namball?
Yeah, it was on the original Xbox. I knew there was one on the Xbox. It was Bloody Roar Extreme.
I was about to say, it would make sense on the original Xbox. I was about to say 360 would have been a little too new.
I used to play a lot of Stun the Insect. Dude, I used to lead off with Stun.
There you go.
son was a beast, and everybody just underestimated him. I thought people just thought he was slow. You knock all the walls down and you just pick people up and just walk them off the cliff.
And that's why people hated when I played Gandalf in not Gandalf. Shit. God dang it! It's been so long since I played any Zelda games. Gandalf, sorry. Like it's like Gandalf, like no, like, that's Lord of the Rings. He's not in Smash Bros. What the hell am I smoking?
He probably will be if Steve is in Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. But anyways, Ganondorf, like he's such a heavy person. I was like, oh, all those heavies. I'm like, all right, well, use your light character and knock me off. I'm like, I'm sorry, did you do something? Like, are you kicking me? I'm like, this is nothing.
Wasn't a Game and Watch character.
No, the worst was Ness. The worst was Ness. You just pick up your psychic and then just throw him off.
And real quick side note, I know that the stream is looking kind of weird. That's because I am prepping before we go ahead and get to our next story. We are doing, first and foremost, everyone that's been following us, I'm actually going to transition it now so that you guys can see what I was doing, which is why the screen looks a little off. That's it. So right here, we are about to, right now, pick the final winner for the Cyberpunk 2077. And so pretty much what this is for anyone that is following us, not subbing, even though we won't say no to a sub. Anyone that is following us on Twitch will be entered into this drawing right here that you guys see to my right. Or to my left, whatever it looks like for you.
I think that says 9-ball just won.
And for audio listeners, ALWT Cast is excluded from this drawing. Just give you guys a heads up. But anyway, people are feeding in their mildewy carrot and 9-ball.
Nothing but hate.
I'm leaving that string.
So
I'm out. I'm unsubscribing right now. I didn't get my sub I wanted. So.
But yeah, so far our first winner was Tori. So congratulations, Tori. Second winner is Gatorano. Congratulations, Gatorano. And third winner is Hilo. So this, and again, it's unfortunate that Cyberpunk 2077 was delayed yet again, but that gives you time to get this message from me. I'm about to go ahead and spin this wheel. And we're going to see who our final winner is. And this is just for people that's following us on Twitch. And I'm spinning the wheel in 3, 2, 1.
Mildewy carrot.
Let's see what we got. Furry Styles. Congratulations. You are our final winner for Cyberpunk 2077. Furry Styles. Congratulations, good sir.
2077.
Or ma'am. Yeah. I don't want to assume. So, ma'am or sir, Furry Styles, you guys are our fourth and final winner. Congratulations. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Going on over to our final story, or the final story. I lied. Our second story, technically. Mildewy, do you mind doing the honors? PlayStation 5 on Nintendo.
Oh, I guess I can do this one.
Gracias.
All right, PlayStation 5 on Nintendo. Anyways, Jenny Zhang from GameSpot. PlayStation 5 releases in November, and with it, a host of accessories unique to the next generation systems. The DualSense controller is Sony's first move away from the DualShock labeling and includes new features like haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. One of the DualSense controller's other qualities, however, is that it doesn't work while hooked up to the PS4. Sony's current gen console registers the new controller, but you can't use it to play any games. It appears that the DualSense controller does work with the Nintendo Switch, however. So your DualSense will work with Nintendo Switch. Interesting. Twitter user Broken Games HDR connected the DualSense controller to Nintendo's hybrid console by using an adapter named the 8-Bit Dude adapter. The third-party software allows players to use their preferred handheld controller with the Nintendo Switch and not be limited to Switch Pro's controller. Okay, so I'm definitely going to probably get a Switch soon and going to find that 8-Bit Dude so I can shoot-up-a-doo with my PS4 on the Breath of the Wild series.
Yep. And honestly, cool? Yeah, honestly, that is it's interesting news. It's interesting, and I say that mainly because the PlayStation DualSense controller works with the PS3 which is 2 gens ago at this, technically 2 gens ago. Doesn't work with the last gen, which is PS4. So I'm not sure if there's going to be an update for that or if they have something in the works for that. But then it works for Nintendo Switch, which is an entirely different company. That's what threw me off. A whole different company.
The adapter probably is what helps it out with that, because it's probably overriding something and being the connecting points between the two sets of software towards like translating something.
Yeah, but at the same time, let's be honest here. How stingy is Nintendo with their money?
Oh, they're very stingy with their money and all.
Right. So
I mean, definitely when you're mentioning that, it's like I'm surprised that they're allowing it, but then it kind of makes sense in a way that they're allowing it, because it allows them to attach now to kind of like get catch the attention of those who maybe are not able to get a PS5 right away, but it's like, hey guys, you can play our games while using your PS4 controller and all that, and it's like, hello.
Well, I don't think it's the PS. I don't think it's the PS4 controller. I think it's only talking about the DualSense.
Yeah, that's the PS5 controller.
Yeah.
The DualSense? I thought it said DualShock.
Yeah, but Dual.
I may have misread it, or did I misread it, or did I read it right but didn't understand it? Let's see. Oops, wrong one. Okay. Oh yeah, the DualSense. Okay.
Yeah. So
I thought for some reason my brain was like, oh, they're running the DualShocks. Okay, cool.
I mean,
but
they're close to names.
It's actually pretty cool, though. I think is because of using a DualSense on the Switch system. It allows them to get the attention of PlayStation players onto Nintendo in a way. So it doesn't surprise me that they're allowing the adapter to go through to allow them to kind of like saying, hey, while you're waiting for more games to come out for the PS5, you want to play mine? I mean, still use the control that you're used to.
Yeah.
You don't have to learn the Switch controllers. You can just like, hey, use a PS5 controller.
And that
Breath of the Wilds.
Yeah, it definitely is something to think about, and it definitely would be cool if they allow it. I just wonder how long they're going to do that for, because this is hardware we're talking about. These are like one seller types, and I don't know how cheap those Joy-Cons are, but I guess apparently they drift a lot. Apparently, so it's just like if you have those Joy-Cons and they drift a lot, and you're kind of subliminally making people buy more Joy-Cons. Because that's essentially what's happening. If you want to play your Switch, you have to buy more Joy-Cons. If you're doing that, then they are making more money. And it's just like, now if you have this PS5 controller to where they make zero money, maybe not even off the adapter, because I'm wondering if that adapter is third party. So
third party.
Yeah, so it's just like
third party.
So it's just like
it's actually third party software.
So it's
apparently not even an actual device thing. It's just like a program you install.
Yeah, like an emulator or something like that. I'm just wondering in general. Yeah, I'm just wondering in general, like, this helps Nintendo in no way financially, but it does help them as far as, like, if you want to have, again, like you said, PS5, like, I have a DualSense controller. I wasn't able to get a PS5 right now because there's some people that did that. They bought the DualSense controller in anticipation to get the PS5, and then you might have a Switch. Oh, I can go ahead and play my Switch games now. That is a good strategy on a gaming perspective, but again, in every bit, I don't care who you're talking about, whether it's Microsoft, whether it's Sony, whether it's Nintendo, whether it's Sega, whatever it is, it's about the money, and they're making no financial profit from this. At least that's from the outside looking in. That's what it looks like, that they're making no financial profit. And knowing how stingy Nintendo is with their money, I wonder how long this is going to last.
For me, it's weird. You remember how I said earlier a long time ago that Nintendo is, how you had the two big kids like Xbox and PlayStation, Sony fighting it out, and Nintendo's like the special kid just hanging off the tree somewhere in the corner. It's like it's like they're both trying to talk to them. I've heard rumors in the past too that Microsoft was in talks with them as well. Both of them have been really, for some reason, trying to draw Nintendo. Because I know for a little bit they was talking about things going around. They was trying to put Game Pass onto
Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo.
Yeah, I remember that.
And now you've got, Sony just, they got their new thing, and it can work on Nintendo now. I mean, I don't know, some kind of parallel here. But when you think about it, it makes sense. Nintendo's never really competing with them.
Well, after the Wii, they haven't. Before that, they were.
Yeah, they really just did their own thing. They do their own thing, and most people I know, they get a Switch, and they are use. It's like sometimes you know how you say most people have a PC and another console. It's like that. You know, most people got a Switch, and then they probably got another console.
Well, at this point,
yeah,
I was gonna say, well, at this point of this generation, it's no longer a PC and a console. Almost every gamer is going to have a gaming cave. Like, it makes sense to have all of these systems now. You know what I mean? It makes sense you already have a PC, a Switch, a Xbox Series S, a PS5. Like, at this point, it makes sense to have all of that. Even Luna, which is the Amazon thing. That even makes sense to have that
even
now.
Stadia.
Yeah, Stadia.
Now we're gonna rewind that one back.
Let's all get some Ouyas.
Oh my god, I've been seeing more trailers for Stadia now.
Yeah.
NVIDIA Edge.
But and you're going to see. I don't think as much as we say Stadia is dead, they're not dead. It's Google. They're not dead. They're going to be around for at least another 10 years before they're considering dying.
They're just on life support. In a coma in
well,
the corner.
They're on the world's longest life support. That's for sure. World's longest life support.
I was actually gonna say I'm pretty sure they performed some form of necromancy just to keep it alive. So
there you go.
Probably did. It's my buddy.
Mr. King, what does this?
One exclusive game on a Stadia that we all want. Watch it be some kind of, I don't want to say a Call of Duty, but it's going to be the greatest game ever, and only Google's going to have it. And then we're all going to be stuck with a Stadia for one game. Mediocre internet plus one game is the only reason why I'm going to get a Stadia. But until I see some improvement, I'm just going to stay away from it. I'm a gamer on a budget. I don't mind season passes or game passes. I need them. But I'm not buying a Stadia until I got definitive proof that it's just not a fancy version of it.
Facts. Facts. Actually, I was about to say, kind of going on to that, what does this gaming news do for you as far as a PlayStation DualSense controller on the Nintendo Switch? I know you don't have a PlayStation. I know you're Team Xbox for sure. But just out of curiosity, if you did go ahead and jump onto that, what is your thoughts about this?
It's convenient, but I think it just might be a coincidence more than anything else. Like you said, it worked on the previous PlayStation console. No, the last PlayStation console, the PS3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it didn't work on a PS4, so it just might be a huge coincidence more than anything else. Yeah, somebody figured it out and somebody's reporting it, but it just could be a coincidence. Nintendo just might let that go. Like when everybody used to jailbreak Amazon stick. Amazon knew we were doing it, but Amazon didn't stop it.
That Fire Stick, yeah.
Don't say that.
Yo, they better not hear this. All the sketchy stuff we do on Amazon, this is the one thing they want to stop.
Amazon's like, so long as they're buying stuff, we don't care.
Well, the Nintendo's still not making money. But at the end, well, Nintendo might charge us for it. Because what? Back in the day, you used to hop on YouTube, accidentally turn off your phone, and the video would still continue to play. Like, you'll get the background noise. It was convenient. But after a while, we all started to do it, and then YouTube is like, I want to charge y'all for that. Yep. I just don't want Nintendo to go down that same route because we discovered a glitch or a bug, which is convenient for us, but they want to charge us for it. Yep. Like, the software is free for it, right?
Yeah,
should be. Yeah.
It should be, but once Nintendo gets their hands on it, they might start charging us for the software. Like you said, they greedy. I can't even buy the original Mario Maker for less than $50 till this day.
Right? Yeah. That's facts.
Okay, I have to agree with you on that one. They shut down. We used to do emulators. They shut down Emu Paradise, dude. They went after a lot of those the emulators. And they don't even make those games. And they was just going after them.
Well, even so, like, have you guys heard of the game Dreams, where you can make your games on PlayStation and PC? Yeah. So, like, yeah, that allows you to go ahead and do that. And people were making their version of Mario games, and they shut that down. Yeah, like they shut it down.
See?
Yeah. Now, granted, Mario to them is Spider-Man for Sony, and is Master Chief for Xbox. You know what I mean? So I get that, but it's just like, to what degree? If any, like, these are not the actual original creators. So it's just like to what extent you actually have the best Mario content. It's no one else is going to be able to compare for that unless you give them permission to do so. So I don't know. I just thought that was kind of.
They did, and it was like the worst game. You ever heard of this CDI?
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
the Philips CDI. Ooh, that's a story.
For another time, obviously.
Yeah.
They made a crappy Mario game and 3 crappy Zeldas.
So there you go. Going on over to our story number 3. There, if you have the doc up, good sir, are you able to read that there, King?
No, I don't even got the paper on me at all. I think it's in the car.
All right, it's all good. It's all good. So what?
I don't got the document on me.
Okay, no problem. I'll go ahead and no, you're good. You're good. I'll go ahead and take this one. So on this one, PlayStation making moves on Crunchyroll. Is that facts? We're about to find out. Tom Phillips from Eurogamer says Sony will pay almost $1 billion to acquire Crunchyroll, a hugely popular anime streaming service available through both Xbox and PlayStation consoles. The PlayStation maker is in a final negotiation to seal the deal with a $957 million bid and is the only company in the running. Nikkei Asia reports Sony already owns anime service Funimation's. Oh, they do? I didn't know that. Which has 1 million subscribers. Though this is dwarfed by Crunchyroll's 3 million subscribers by a whopping 70 million free members. Investing in the animation right now makes sense. It is relatively cheap to produce compared to live action series, thank God, which currently have their own logistical issues with filming during the pandemic, of course. And even before the pandemic. But anyway, and everyone's at home watching streaming services. The value is reflected in the company's near $1 billion value. Although it's still nowhere near the $7.5 billion Microsoft is paying for Bethesda. So with all that being said, to me, I'm wondering how they're going to pan this out. And I say that because Xbox doing Game Pass was a gangster move. Let's be real. It was a baller move. That kind of forced Sony's hand to an extent to reveal on their last reveal the PlayStation Plus collection, which is also a baller move. Is it as baller as Game Pass? No, because Game Pass seems to be ongoing, whereas currently it looks like PlayStation Plus collection is just giving you these really, really banger titles that were on PS4, like PS4's best, for free. Which in comparison of quality of the games, Sony has it, but down the road, long road, Xbox has it. But that also leaves a question of what are they going to do with PlayStation Plus collection? With them acquiring Crunchyroll, does that mean that Crunchyroll, if you have PlayStation Plus, you have Crunchyroll? That'd be awesome. Does that mean that that's going to be the situation for Funimation? Because I didn't even know that PlayStation owned Funimation. To where if you have PlayStation Plus collection, you have Funimation. That'd be awesome. Time will tell. They haven't really spoke too much about it. Is that happening? Probably not. But it also makes you wonder, why are they going to solidify the animation genre? You know what I mean? Why are they going to go ahead and capture the animation genre? Is this going to be something that they are trying to compete with Game Pass for on a different entertainment level? Because at that point, it's no longer games. It is creativity in anime. Which to me, I love anime. I love anime. So that speaks to me wholeheartly. But yeah, we'll just have to see. Time will tell on that. King, what are your thoughts about that? After reading that article and hearing that article, what are your thoughts about that?
I think that's just the next logical step for any big company, because Crunchyroll produces their own anime, right? Like, it's not a lot, but they're doing it.
Yeah.
So if PlayStation buys Crunchyroll, then they can say, hey, let's turn Crash Bandicoot to an anime. Let's turn Spyro into an anime. I don't see those two becoming animes, but they can take their characters that they already have, put it into an anime form, stretch it out to a lot more people who don't play the games, and make money, which is good. It's not bad, but I legit think that's their objective, which is a really good objective to have.
Dude, I haven't think about that.
God of High School?
Yeah.
I've only seen a couple of trailers for it, but it's amazing.
It is amazing.
If PlayStation can get their hands on that, make a Metal Gear Solid anime, I would kill for... Okay, I'm not going to watch a Silent Hill anime. But if they keep making animes based off of and games, they're going to be making buku bank. Buku bank. Like you said, the whole Funimation thing, I didn't know that until I read that today. But this is just the next logical step. You want to get that money? Barely leave the house as it is. Let's start producing our own show.
Dude, you literally opened my eyes to something that I didn't even think was possible. And that is turning some of the... Because you threw out their Spyro, you threw out their Crash Bandicoot, cool. How freaked would you be if there's a Horizon Zero Dawn anime?
See,
Take my money?
who had a Xbox and could not play it.
I'm just saying, how freaked would that be if there was a Horizon Zero Dawn anime? How freaked would that be if there was an actual God of War anime? Like I didn't even think about that. There's a Castlevania anime. You know what I mean? So it's just like
It's a Final Fantasy anime.
There is. Now, granted, it's based off of it's like a movie. It's not like a long series. But I'm thinking about
There's an actual series out.
Which one?
Oh God, it's
because there's one that's Brotherhood.
No, it's not Brotherhood. This was out before 15.
Yeah, and then there's one that was Crisis Core with
Fantasy
Zack.
Unlimited, I want to say.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think it was Final Fantasy Unlimited. Yeah, I remember watching that one. I was like, wait, what the hell am I watching?
I've heard of it and never seen it. I remember seeing it at like
Final Fantasy Unlimited. You gotta check it out. It's actually really good, but it's also kind of a trip as well. Like I got tripped half the way through. I was like, what am I watching about watching it?
Is it with Zack from 7 or is it entirely different?
I think it's entirely different. I'm not that big of a Final Fantasy person. Yeah, but you should check it out.
Like the summons look different. It's completely different. But that's how Final Fantasy is.
Yeah.
You're going to get the names of certain things, but it's going to be completely different.
Yeah, but I was about to say what you just mentioned just now though. That was stellar. If they are on the same wavelength as King is right here, if they're on the same wavelength as on you, I am all on board because give me Horizon Zero Dawn, give me a Ghost of Tsushima anime. Give me a Final Fantasy VII remake anime. I mean, not exactly that because there's so much Final Fantasy out right now. Keep that as a game. I'm cool with that. But I'm just saying in general, like that will be stellar. And on top of that, look on the flip side. Take God of High School, turn that into a video game.
Exactly. A new fighting game, maybe a new RPG.
Yeah, but
they can do a lot with this purchase.
Yeah, God of High School. Yeah, there you go. Adventure type, right there. Mildew, you get a star, man. You get a star. That was a good. Yes, that was a good.
I was reincarnated as a slime.
Yes,
come on.
Yes.
That one in the
Oh,
game?
God, don't say that. There's already a game on there.
I mean,
you have to bring that one up too.
I know. But still.
Why do you do this? Why do you hurt me so much?
But yeah,
here's another translation in from, and I don't know if they've done it, but Persona series.
I think they did that.
There's an anime. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know Persona series. I'm sorry to anyone out there who loves it. I'm not for sure of it, but I know it's like a huge thing in terms of the gaming universe and all because it's just that good. But another game I'd probably want to see them turn into, and I don't know if they've got an anime. I have to look into it, but the Valkyrie series.
Oh yeah.
Play a little bit of that.
Like that one would be good, but I definitely have to go with one that King said that he wouldn't want to see, but I know Nineball and I want to see. Y'all saw us, hoorah! Give me Silent Hill.
Whoop whoop.
Give me Silent Hill.
One anime I would love to see, actually, I think it would translate pretty well. Parasite Eve.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh my goodness, yeah. You can start with that terrible movie, turn that into an anime, start the whole stuff in New York, and just go on from there, bro. Yes, I would watch a Parasite Eve anime. Don't watch the movie. It was sad. Maybe I didn't read it all, but I will watch the anime.
I got the movie. I haven't watched it yet. It's right next to my Attack on Titan movie.
Rest in
peace. I'm scared to put in.
Rest in peace. I love Attack on Titan. I even liked the game. The game was not nearly. I thought it was going to be like borderline okay. The game was fantastic.
I got the live action movie.
Yeah, the live action. Like that's what I'm saying is that I love the anime. I love the game. That live action movie should burn. It should never ever exist. It was terrible.
It was
terrible.
Like, I don't know. I got it for less than $4.
You should have got it for less than -15. That thing is bad, man. That thing is really bad. I was pissed. I was so pissed. I'm the only shut up, guys. The only credit I will give this the live action is that the way they killed people looked a lot more gruesome than the anime, because in the anime it was already uncomfortable, but in the live action, when some of these titans were biting people and chomping them in half, they were stretching them out like beef jerky. Like, it looked really disgusting. Yeah, it looked.
See the mist, like that.
Yeah.
Like a Snickers.
Yeah. But I was about to say, yeah. So that movie, if you own it, sell it. Sell it. You're going to lose money if you sell it. I promise you that. But sell it. Get rid of it. It does not need to be in your house. Nine Ball, I'm doing you a favor. It's like that one movie. It's like that one movie, like Drag Me to Hell, where you have to get a certain thing out of your. Get it out. Get it out. Oh, sorry. I had to rant there for a second. I hated it. I hated that movie.
Let that out.
I had it. On to our. Oh, go ahead.
I was about to say, because I ain't really said that. For me, I think it's great. I mean, I like the Crunchyroll anime. Can they do it? Really, it's kind of a question. The thing about it is antitrust laws. They should be able to pull it off with no problems. I was looking at the company that was buying it, making sure which part of Sony was buying it. But I feel like with it, they're gonna just keep it more the same and keep it more on the on track. Acquiring both of them will be good for them.
Oh yeah.
But I actually think it's gonna be great. I like Crunchyroll actually better than Funimation's a lot of times, because of the simple fact you find a lot more rarer animes on there than what you do on most of the time on Funimations.
Yeah.
I'm literally going.
I definitely have to agree with Nine Ball there on that one, because I know I got sideswiped with the hype of, like, games and the anime and all, but I actually do have Crunchyroll myself. One of the things I'm kind of wondering if they're going to keep is because when you bought Crunchyroll originally, if you got one of the packages, I think it was like a premium and all, you got also what's called VRV with it as well too. Your login went into it.
They mentioned that.
My thing is I want to make sure that one, because I've already bought this, but it's like if they combine the two and they combine the server, well, they see that I've got my PlayStation plus my Crunchyroll thing. So are they going to let me just stop paying for that and all, and just cut that all off and still continue with all of my services that I originally had with the buy? Like, do we get the same package, or is it something where we get the base package inside PlayStation Plus, and then we have to buy a premium package if we want the extra pieces? Is that what they're going to do? I hope not. But we'll have to see on that one. But I definitely agree with kind of Nine Ball's statement there. So I think what they'll do is they'll definitely grab the system. They'll grab Crunchyroll and kind of just sit on it a bit, kind of like just run it normally, see how it goes, make sure it flows correctly with what they've got going and what their plan is for it. And then they'll probably start looking at maybe, all right, what else can we add in? Is there stuff that we can modify on? So I really think that they'll probably just get it to have the streaming service, and then we'll see what comes of it later on, because maybe they'll give them creative access, saying, all right, here's our game, here's our stuff that we got. If you guys want to build something off of it, let us know. We've got the licenses. We're good to go. Let's go. So, but yeah, I think they'll definitely just sit on it for a bit and kind of just kind of like I said, get everyone acclimated to the fact that they own it. Yeah. So,
go ahead, there, Nine Ball. What were you about to say?
Yeah, I have the feeling they're gonna do that. I was about to say, it really gels more with them, because to be honest, when you think about a lot of things, PlayStation was always known as more of the JRPG and story type gaming, while Xbox originally was known for more shooters. Yeah. I mean, granted, they have some of my most favorite RPGs on Xbox. I mean, you've got Phantom Dust, to which they had a thing for and never released it. And you have Lost Odyssey, which is a beast, and I still play that to this day.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And anyone that watches our streams, promise you, out of the 21 episodes we had with this, you're going to hear Lost Odyssey every episode from It's the Nine Ball.
Probably will. It was
about the same as hearing Final Fantasy from you.
Exactly. So my dreams already came true. So anyone that is watching this that's part of the development team, make Nine Ball's dream come true. Bring back Lost Odyssey. Let him have that time to shine. You
Let's
know,
do a petition.
yeah, let's do a petition. Courtesy of It's the Nine Ball, because again, yeah, I talk about Final Fantasy enough as is, and it's already out for Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm just waiting for the next parts. Now we just need Lost Odyssey, because you're going to hear it more. It's not going away.
I'm still playing it downstairs on my Xbox. I'm playing it right on my Xbox One.
There you go.
Backwards compatibility. I kept the game and still sticking it there from time to time, playing it.
And if you have it on the Series X or S, you'll have it there too. You have it all.
Malachi, before we go away, I know that they've already got some movies built on this, but Dragon Age anime.
They do have it. Oh, is it?
They do.
Well, they have a. They do have a Dragon Age. They do have a Dragon Age.
Movies.
Yeah, you're right.
They've got
You're right.
the movies, but I'm talking like an actual series,
So,
beginning to now.
so my question to you, if that were to happen, would it look like Fate? And I say that because Fate it kind of reminds me of that. I mean, it's entirely different concept, obviously, but I'm just saying it kind of reminds me of that because. Yeah, Fate Stay Night and Fate Unlimited Blade Works, the way they start off is exactly the same. And then around episode 6 or 7, they split and don't ever see each other again. Like, they go entirely different alternate realities. Pretty much. It's like entirely different alternate realities. And that's essentially what Dragon Age is. One of the big things about Dragon Age is its replayability, and you get different outcomes each time.
So here's the thing. So it's actually one of the things is, as a person who reads fan fictions, there's actually a couple of stories where they actually interact with the characters throughout. Because actually, if you remember the beginning of Dragon Age, the characters are in several different locations that the Grey Warden ends up going to. But I've seen some stories where it's like, they find all of the people or they all interact with it. So I see it more of like you would actually be able to find all of these people in this story and bring them together, but you would have to designate, like, say, one person as the main warden, possibly to fight the end dragon at the point, the demon at the end. But it's like there's still a way to get them all together in a way. So I could see that aspect of where it's like you get everyone into like a large party group in a way. Or like you said, they could definitely go to Fate Night, where it's like you have like different like vines of it, like maybe like this group like is fighting this section over here, this one's over here, this one's over there, and you just jump between the three in different areas. But they could definitely do it with them all either together or separate. There's so much creativity you could take with it to play with the stories and all. Same thing with like Mass Effect. There's different things. Now, are you going to have people going to rage quit and rage rant because of all the pairings and the pairings that they choose? Oh hell yeah, dear God! Like if they did a Mass Effect one and people didn't choose like for female shepherd like Garrus or male shepherd Liara, like they're going to like rage quit out the door and riot in the streets. But you can do it. I kind of thought that there was like, what, it'd be kind of interesting to see a story being told of this in just a straight format of a series versus you playing the game. Don't get me wrong, great games. If you guys haven't played them, go online, check them out, pick them up. They're good. They're really good.
Yep. And real fast, before we go ahead and go on over to the closing segments here, little brain teaser to think about. What if Dreadwolf, because that's the next one that's out, right? Dragon Age Dreadwolf?
Yep.
What if Duncan is alive, but he comes back evil?
Ooh.
Something to think about.
I'm seeing a Death Knight coming through here.
Exactly. But yeah, it's definitely something to think about. So on here, Sin segment, we had our Sin segment yesterday, which you guys are going to not see me on Sin segments so much. And Sin stands for Strength in Numbers. In case anyone was curious about that. But yeah, so the Strength in Numbers, where we play a co-op game together. We try to cycle through the plot and all that good stuff. Trying to, again, have a good experience with our comrades and friends. If you guys been keeping up with Mildewy Carrot's stream, you guys been seeing that he's been playing Code Vein with his bro, TBF Abyss. And then, of course, if you've been seeing the streams from Absolute 315 or myself on the ALWT Gaming page, you guys will be seeing us do streams with It's the Nine Ball, Silent, Absolute 315, Gravity Mark II. We're all playing Final Fantasy 14, trying to get to the end game content of that. We all recently got out of the Realm Reborn saga, getting through Heaven's Word, and then now we're going inside Stormblood and what's the last one? Oh crap! What's the last? Shadowbringer.
Shadowbreakers.
Yeah. So, yeah, definitely having a good time there. I took a small little sabbatical because I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima. And next week is when the PS5 comes out. My goal is to have the Ghost of Tsushima base story beat by this week, which is very possible. I'm in the final act. I already have 5 nations liberated. Just need 10 more. I'm good to go. I'm going to go and kill the Khan. He's going to die. He deserves to die. And that's all in game, by the way. So this is not a death threat on Twitch. Just give you guys a heads up. Had to put that disclaimer out there.
Don't block me. Don't block me.
Real quick, going on over to the next one.
Me, bro.
Well, yeah. Before we go on over to hello, my name is Randy. What other sin segments are you guys doing right now? King, in case you're unsure what the sin segment is, as I just mentioned before, teaming up with buddies. Getting through a storyline, plotline type game with your buddies, just trying to beat it, trying to be the best where you can be, catch them all, Pokemon. What sin segment games are you playing?
Me and my one friend play Borderlands 3 all the time.
Bars.
Like, all it is just grinding and collecting weapons. It's like, you play for an hour to get a good weapon, you use that weapon to get more weapon. Yeah, there's a goal at the end of it, but I'm mostly there for the treasure hunt and the experience. And, of course, we hop on, what's it called? Not No Man's Sky, which I do love. Let's call it No Man's Sea. What is it? Sea of Thieves.
Sea of
That's
Thieves.
what it is.
Yeah.
I need
Sea of
to
Thieves.
more of that game. Like, I'm really starting to appreciate it, but I'm completely ignorant. I understand the maps, but I don't understand how people be finding treasure, the islands and stuff. I need to play more of it.
Pair up with me and Nineball. We got it on Game Pass on PC. It's cross-platform. I'm pretty sure. We can play with you.
Right, it is,
yeah, so we can play with you on your Xbox.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at picking up sometime soon here, so I can join you guys. I definitely like those type of things. So.
Yeah, it's fun. It's definitely fun.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right. Real fast before going over to hello, my name is Randy. Nineball or Mildew Akira, do you guys have any other sin segments that I did not mention?
Just basically, like I said, Smite 14 and yeah, and Warframe.
Oh yeah, Warframe. We've been picking back up. I've been playing that some hardcore this year, but I've had to take a break because I got a little too crazy into it. I now have a Railjack ship, so Mildew Akira can start doing some of those missions. Just gotta get a crew. But it's I spent like a couple of weeks just getting that thing. It was yeah.
You know, you don't have to wait a couple weeks getting.
What's up?
You know, you don't have to wait a couple of weeks getting. Is your Raise Energy. If you go to repsports.com, sports.com, if you type in ALWT Gaming at checkout, you get 15% off. That is 15% off your Raise Energy drinks. You can also get your water supplements, your workout powders, your t-shirt swags, hoodies, the whole nine. ALWT Gaming, get 15% off. Yes. It's quite delicious.
That pitch need a raise.
I need a raise.
I thought you already ordered out the store.
But yeah, and of course, anyone that is currently watching right now, again, thank you very much for tuning in. If you guys are listening to this later on off of Anchor or YouTube, give us a like, give us a comment, give us a follow, give us whatever, give us a share. Even if you don't like the video, give us a dislike. I don't care. You know what I mean? It's your life. It's your world. We're just living in it. So anyway, hello, my name is Randy. This is the part of the segment where we are talking about random encounters with players. We're not going to disclose their gamer tags because I'm not going to put them on blast like that. But these are situations where they're absolutely amazing to where you wish you were their best friend, or absolutely terrible and you wish you never played with them again. Nineball, we're going to start with you.
This just happened. I keep telling people the same thing. If you're playing Smite, do not wait 3 seconds to lock in a champion.
Bars.
Oh, God.
There you go.
Okay, so I was with a friend. She locked in a Neath. So I put Phil, because really I want to see what this guy's going to do. He waits about 5 seconds, locks in a Nizar. And I'm looking like, okay, Nizar, we don't have wave clear.
I mean, Neath has got a bit, but you got full AD at that point.
Yeah. So basically, the tank, I was like, okay, so I got to pick a tank that deals damage.
What game mode were you in, Joust?
Joust.
Oh, yeah, that's terrible.
Pocket.
Yeah, no, No, it wasn't as bad as you thought. I picked the Aries because I basically panic picked in like 3 seconds.
Good pick. Good pick.
No, it wasn't as
It-
bad as you thought. He jumped in because they picked a Sylvanas.
Really?
Yeah, they
Okay.
put a level 30 Sylvanas.
Okay.
Bars.
And to be honest, Nizar versus Sylvanas just doesn't do well.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
the minute he dives on the Sylvanas, he just pulls them in under the tower and kills them immediately.
Of course. That's
Yeah,
what happens.
That's a Sylvanas for
Yeah.
you. That's
Yeah.
what they're gonna do.
And for anyone that is curious about that discussion just now, because I know that's not everyone here plays Smite or that's watching play Smite, be sure to check out our Smite nights on Thursdays. We're actually might be jumping on a little bit today and tomorrow because today Ninja Turtles Battle Pass had started. So we're going to be definitely gaming on that more than just on the Smite nights, Thursday nights. So be on the lookout for all of that, and you guys can understand what it's the Nine Ball is talking about when he's talking about Neja and Sylvanas and Ares and Neith and what Mildew Carrot was meaning when he said it's all 80 at that point. The whole nine, it all makes sense, but it all comes together only if you're watching us on broadcast services around the globe. You, Mildewy Carrot, what is your hello, my name is Randy moment?
So I actually was when I was farming on Warframe. I was trying to just get some components and get some. One, I was really also trying to get a lot of cash because to build the railjack, if anyone's done it, you guys know it's expensive. It's like just to get the pieces for the ship and all, plus the Cephalon 4, it's like 100,000. It's 100,000 credits per each piece. So you have to pretty much have like 600,000 credits to go. So I was farming it and was trying to do some missions, but it's like a lot of times if you ever played Warframe, like you're playing with people who are just going to drop on you like every mission and all, which is fine. They're like, hey, I did my mission, cool beans, let's go. I had one mission where we were doing a farming and the guys and I, we were chatting back and forth like, hey, we need this, hey, we're looking for this, and like it was really cool. Like you don't really come across squads like that where the guys are like, hey, what do you need? Or hey, how's it going? So it was really cool that I could just go in there and it's like, hey, I'm trying to stay for like 30 minutes to get this, plus looking for this. He's like, oh yeah, we can do that. I was like, dude, awesome. Really awesome. Sometimes you just got to reach out to these guys on Warframe, and like some of these people are like, master rank 23s and all, which is really, really hard to get because like you've been playing a long time in this game. So the fact that they're pretty cool about helping people out is really awesome. So props to you guys, to the gamers out there, giving us noobs or mid ranks or lower ranks a lot of the help and love on there. So thanks for making the game fun and make it worth coming back to. So
I'm tearing up, man. Right there. So if you guys are wanting to check out Mildewy's stream whenever he's off of ALWT Gaming, Mildewy, where can they find you?
Online Twitch at Mildewy Carrots. Working on YouTube. It's an argument back and forth right now that I stopped trying to do. So I'll probably pick that back up maybe sometime this weekend to see if I can get going. So yeah.
And he's also on Spider-Man, people. King.
Spider.
What are your hello, my name is Randy moments?
This is nearly 10 years ago. I want to say like 2009. We were just playing Borderlands, me, another dude, and another dude. We get this random kid who pops in, acting like a total spaz, whatever. He knows what he's doing. So, we're playing the game, we kill Cromerex, and a weapon drops. He picks it up before I did, because I didn't understand how the weapons work. I just knew it was a weapon. This dude found a sniper rifle, and it was inappropriately fast. You're used to it now in Borderlands, but back in the day, it was insane. So I'm like, yo, I'm playing as Mordecai. Shout out to Mordecai. But he's a sniper. I need the sniper for the damage. This dude said, you know what? I'll give you the gun. But you have to kill Cromerex with this gun by yourself. I'm like, all right, sure, whatever, bro. He gives me the gun. It takes me 15 minutes because I'm the only one shooting at him. He hands me the gun, but we become friends with him after a while. So 3 hours into this, he's like, oh yeah, hey guys, I'm X age. We're 20-ish. I'm like, oh yeah, that's no problem. Why did this fool start sending us pictures of him with no shirt on? Like saying, oh, I hope you guys get arrested. I'm like, get out of here, bro. And the thing is, we didn't stop hanging out with him. We kept hanging out with him online. I love him. I think he matriculated into college a few years ago.
Wow.
He's Canadian, they use words like that. But yeah, he was my favorite random Randy on the planet. His name Frosty Demon, bro for life. But yeah, that's That's just when life got insane. After being that random, rusty, favorite random, I got that gun I wanted, and we almost got on To Catch a Predator. So it was great.
Wow. Wow. Good stuff. Good
Oh
stuff.
man.
So yeah. I didn't really have any major random moments recently. I did have a few encounters. We were playing some FIFA and ended up getting disconnected. That's pretty much my only random moment. It's not even a player. It's actually the network. And it wasn't even my own network. It wasn't even the PlayStation network. It is another one of my homies' network, which he has to call his internet service provider to get that stuff straightened so we can go ahead and dominate on the field of green.
I feel like that's going to be a normal nowadays. Like, I've been hearing nothing about people like, oh, my internet, or my internet's this, my internet's that. I'm like, guys, we're in 2020 with the COVID situation where a lot of our people are working from home.
Yep.
What part of that did not signal, hey, I've got the lowest possible internet package, but with everyone at home, maybe I should upgrade.
Exactly.
No, I'm good with like 12 megabytes a second. We're fine.
Yep, exactly. Facts. And before we go ahead and dismiss out for the night for our episode 21 of ALWT Things Gaming, if you guys are watching this on Anchor, I believe it's episode 11. Don't hold me to that, but I think it's episode 11. King, thanks very much, man, for being on the show. Definitely appreciate you, man. You're a funny dude. You have some good knowledge. You have some good insight. Appreciate you forever and always. Where can people find you and also see what you're up to?
You can find me on Instagram at the Kingtacodemon, and I need to get into Twitch and of course YouTube as well. I just don't got the right computer for it at all, you know?
Yeah, heard that.
Talk to me in Nimble. We'll get you hooked up.
Anything about
I know, right? I need to hit up the what's the place called? The computer store on Bethel Road.
Oh,
Micro
you're
Center?
talking About,
Oh, not Micro Center.
yeah, that's Micro Center.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's Micro Center. That's where I need to be at. I need to make my baby. It doesn't need to be fancy. It just needs to stream, run really good games, and that's basically it.
Bars. What about your gamer tag? Is it still the same?
Yup, Kingtacodemon on Xbox, and that's it. I still got my PlayStation account, but I haven't been on that since the PS3.
Heard
But yeah,
that.
there's going to be a lot more streaming when it comes.
All right. All right. Well, yep, you guys, let's go ahead and do it here for us at ALWT Things Gaming, episode 21. Once again, please follow us on Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Anchor, Spotify, YouTube, the whole nine. ALWT Gaming. Can't find that. At least we tried gaming. Email at leastwetried.gaming@gmail.com. We love to hear from you. We love to hang out with you. We like to talk nerdy with you. The whole nine. Until next time, Control Alt
Complete.
Probably.
Bars.
Complete.